Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do a bonus read for you, my friends. How are you, my water family? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, I'm back here to give you a bonus read because, gosh, you guys have just been showing up so much on these readings. I appreciate you so much, and it really does mean a lot to me that we are growing this tribe. I appreciate you so. And so here we are. You know that if you've been here before, if you are my ride or die Pisces, you know that I am doing a reading that is for the current energy or the future energy. I do not intend on digging into anything from the past. If it does show up, of course, I'm going to mention it. I have to look at it and acknowledge it because that's part of my job, but I'm not going to dig into anything back there. So if you are a Pisces and you are a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter Pisces, welcome here. If you're cross-watching, you're always welcome. And if you've never been here before and you're just rolling up on all these shenanigans, welcome. It's been a lot of readings that are bonus reads for Pisces lately because this tribe is growing. Thank you so much for all the ways that you've been loving on this channel. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, there is a subscription button in the bottom right hand corner. I hope you will stay. All right, let's find out what's going on for Pisces. This could happen anytime between here and there. Tell me about Pisces. What does Pisces need to know, please? Pisces, we have the Five of Cups. Why are we starting there? Five of Cups. It almost feels like a little bit of emotional exhaustion to me. And I'm just looking because there is like a path behind this person. And it's like they've come from along this path. It's been an emotional path. There's water here that keeps coming up and down on the shoreline. And this person has come through the door here and only just to see the Five of Cups. And, you know, the fifth cup is poured out here, so it does feel like you're about to get some emotional stability, but it does feel like it's been a rather long and maybe very emotional path for you. Maybe you've been in an emotional state, Pisces, but I feel like you've finally found the door, I want to say. And so you're finally going to be getting some stability in your emotions. But of course, this can end up being a comfort zone, so be careful of that. We've got the High Priestess. There you are. We call you out and you showed up. And we do have the High Priestess energy. So I feel like it's your psychic energy or your intuitive energy, your empathic energy that has been drained. It feels like you're exhausted in those ways. It feels like you've been giving too much of yourself to people, possibly, intuitively, psychically, possibly. It feels like with this High Priestess energy that it's time for you to sort of keep to yourself for a little bit, I'm going to say. It's time for you to take some time for yourself. And the Five of Cups is telling me that that is so as well. It's time for you to balance your energies here. With the fifth cup being poured out tells me that the Four of Cups is what you should be doing, finding emotional stability here. Because I feel like sometimes, Pisces, like you don't even know it, but people come by with a straw and suck on your energy, right? Because you have psychic energy, and it's just that people trust your gut. They don't trust their own gut. So I feel like you just need to spend some time alone by yourself here. We do have the Hierophant. That might be the lesson that you need to be learning now or in the future here, is that people will use your energy without your knowledge. And they simply do that by, you know, maybe a friend's like, can you just throw a couple cards for me? Or if you're a tarot reader, possibly, or a person coming to ask you questions because they know you're the psychic one and can see around corners, or you're the intuitive one. You're the one listening to your intuition. I feel like the Hierophant energy is telling me that a spiritual lesson needs to be learned here, that you can't allow people to drain your energy, Pisces. And I know that you're very giving of it. And I know that it's just intuitively there for you. Like it doesn't feel like you have to reach in deep to give them an answer, but I feel like all of it, everybody that comes by is taking just a little bit of you. And I think the lesson here is that you need to remember that you're the High Priestess. You need to keep your energy intact. Your energy needs to be intact because you are the person who is connected to the universe. How are you going to get your own answers if you're giving everybody their answers, right? We do have the Six of Wands. I think you'll have success in this. I think that you just need some time to yourself or by yourself here in order to be able to Charlie just said for human consumption. He said, in order to be for human consumption again. So I want to say that maybe you're running on empty, and maybe people are irritating you, and maybe you're kind of like, oh, like maybe it's that, right? It feels like that kind of energy. The Queen of Swords just showed up. So the Queen of Swords, of course, is not a hit at parties, I always say, right? Because the Queen of Swords gets into an energy that in order for me to have balance, and Libra will, right? The Queen of Swords is Libra, but also Gemini and Aquarius in this reading because it is general. With the Queen of Swords must always have balance. And look, there's a shadow side to every sign, right? And you could have Libra energy, whether you do or you don't. I feel like this is the energy that we're pulling anyway. And the Queen of Swords is like, I need to do whatever I need to do in order to balance my psychic energy with my spiritual self. It feels like you're really giving yourself a good talking to here. So the Queen of Swords, you become the Queen of Swords when you become emotionally drained. And that's what I'm feeling here, that you're feeling a little bit emotionally drained here because of all of the attention you've been getting, or all of the friends that have been coming around, or all the people that you've been helping. Six of Wands is here. That's a lot of attention, right? And so it feels like maybe you've been in groups of people. I'm a Pisces moon, and I know that when I get into groups of people, I just have to, I'm right now in hermit energy because I've been socializing a lot, and it's time for me to just slow down and be by myself for a bit because too much sticks to me, right? One more. And then we've got the Eight of Swords. Yeah. So I feel like that's what the energy is sort of at this moment as I'm reading. It feels like you're in this energy of, if I say something, it's probably going to be really direct. And although you don't mean to be harsh or rude, because the Queen of Swords never does, I feel like you're in this energy. It's like nervous energy, or maybe you have a little bit of stress or anxiety going on in your life at this time. And it feels like if I say something, it's going to be straight. Like I'm not going to be sugarcoating it, because I don't have the energy to sugarcoat things for people right now. That's what it feels like in this energy here. Tell me about this High Priestess. Tell me more about the High Priestess, please. That's your energy, Piscean energy. We've got Taurian energy here as well as Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. We've got Leo energy here. We've got Scorpio as well. Tell me about the High Priestess, please. What do we need to know about the High Priestess? We've got the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, it does feel like maybe people are coming to you with little things, and you're just like, oh, it'll take me 5 minutes to do a reading. Oh, it'll take me 10 minutes to do a reading. It'll take me 10 minutes to give them information over the phone. But I think that every time somebody comes by and takes a little piece of you, it's exhausting you all that much more. We do have the Five of Wands energy. And I feel like you're supposed to hold back from doing this for a little bit. It feels like it's kind of exhausting you. We've got the Three of Wands. So you need to wait. I want to say you need to wait. You need to wait for something to change. Tell me why the Three of Wands is here. 3, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, you need to back away from things that are going really quickly, or people that need you now. If they can't wait till next week, or they can't wait till the week after that, then I feel like it's a no. And that's when the Queen of Swords comes out and says no. Because we've got the 5 and the 3, which is 8 wands. It means everybody's at you at the same time. And they're all saying, oh, it's just a little bit. It's just a little bit, right? The Page of Pentacles. Just a little bit of your time, just a little bit of your energy. But before you know it, a little bit of time and energy to everybody is exhausting you, is what it feels like here. We've got Justice, yeah. So it feels like you do need more balance, right? We've got Libra here, Libra here. It feels like you really need to bring things back into balance, because I feel like you've been helping too many people. Tell me why the Hierophant is here. Give me more energy from the Hierophant, please. Hierophant and the Queen of Swords. I feel like you've been teaching a lot of people about their spirituality, that you're the spiritual teacher, and that's probably what most people come to you for, whether they sit down and say, okay, you're my spiritual teacher or not. It could be people who know that they can trust the solid advice that you give them. We've got the 10 of Wands. Yeah, it's time for you to drop these burdens that you've created here. You need to close this chapter of being available for everyone all of the time, is what it is. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's time for you to build some boundaries, go a little slower, and use your energy in a more practical sense. The universe is asking you to close a chapter. And although, in order to be able to close the chapter, you're going to have to drop some burdens, because I feel like there are a lot of people that are attaching to your energy, and it feels like you have nothing left for you, or maybe nothing left for the kids, right? We've got the Page of Pentacles here. And I want to say that, yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like that the Knight of Pentacles is saying you got to go slower. Go slowly towards closing the door, back away from it slowly, but you've got to get rid of the burdens that you're carrying. Everyone else's burdens is what you're doing. Every time somebody comes to you and says, I just need a 5-minute reading, I just need to ask you this question, it feels like somebody is saying, yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, sure, go ahead. But the 10 of Wands is like little by little, it's pressure on you, right? It's all pressure on you. We do have the Fool. So we have the World card, right, which is the Universe card here, and then we have the Fool card. So it's almost like she's sneaking away, following her spirit guide, possibly. She needs to sneak away and start a new chapter here. And the chapter has to be that you've got to stop taking on everyone else's stuff. Tell me why the 8 of Swords is here. We've got the Temperance card. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Wands. So it's time for you to sort of back away and get into an independent energy where you are investing in yourself. The Queen of Wands is the queen that reminds all of the other queens when we're looking at Empress energy. The Queen of Wands is the one who's snapping all the other queens into shape. Look, you guys need to practice your self-care. This is the one who's really good with their self-care, really good with taking care of themselves, being selfish, being independent. I don't know if I'd call it selfish, but you know what I mean? Taking care of the self first. So the Queen of Wands is the one who's telling all of the other queens, to the Queen of Pentacles, you need to stop overgiving. To the Queen of Cups, you need to stop letting everybody come by and suck your energy with a straw. To the Queen of Swords, right? Like the Queen of Wands is the one who's teaching all of the other queens that you need to put yourself first. So I think you need to invest in yourself here, Pisces, is what it's saying. In order for you to get some healing or balance, the Temperance is here. In order for you to get out of the 8 of Swords, it feels like you need to pull yourself away from other people. And it's time for you to practice some self-care and be by yourself for a little bit. Because I feel as though the only way that you are going to get some sort of emotional stability here is by not allowing everybody to come around all the time. Stop being available in a moment's notice in text. Let them sit there for a couple of days. They don't have to have an immediate answer unless there are people in your life that do, like children or an elderly parent or, all the rest of the friends and those people, they can wait. And because I feel like it's all draining on your energy here. We've got the Strength card. Yeah, it's time for you to recharge is the energy I'm getting from the Strength card and the 5 of Cups here. We've got the 3 of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, Pisces, you could be going through your own thing and nobody ever comes by and says, but Pisces, can I listen to you? How are you doing? I feel like you're always there and ready to listen to everyone else's crap, but I feel like with the 3 of Swords and the Strength card, it feels like you're also trying to work through something. For some of you, not all of you, of course, that maybe it's a heartbreaking or a disappointing situation that you're trying to navigate at this time. We do have the 10 of Swords. It could be that there was a really painful ending, or maybe you lost a friend, or there's a situation going on that was really disappointing or heartbreaking. Somebody possibly betrayed you, or it feels like you're trying to work through your own things. And so I feel like you need to be at this time practicing self-care. The Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands tells me that you're supposed to be investing in the self, and for the purpose of you healing the self. This is the time to do it because Temperance is here, and that always is a moment of alchemy to get everything back into, you've been going back and forth and feeling depleted. It's time for you to figure it all out here and get things back in balance with Temperance. What's the outcome, please, for Pisces? We've got the Empress. Well, there we go. We were just talking about the Empress, weren't we? So I feel like by healing with this Queen of Wands energy, I feel like you no longer have to rely on just being in your Queen of Swords energy, because I feel like when you get emotionally depleted or tapped out, I feel like you go directly for the Queen of Swords. No, don't talk to me. I don't really care what you need. Like, I feel like it gets to be a little bit curt, a little bit sharp, I'm going to say. Some of you could have Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And it's not to say that those signs are sharp, but it's like, I don't have to give you my emotions. I'm not giving you my emotions, right? So instead of getting into that energy, it's like, be reminded here about the Empress energy. And the only way that someone can be the Empress is by learning the wisdom of all of the queens. And it starts out with the Queen of Wands, who's trying to show you that there's no way you can be the Empress, because the Empress is one who doesn't only look good on the outside, but a person who's taking care of their mental health, Queen of Swords, personal health, Queen of Pentacles. They're taking care of themselves in the way they adorn themselves and their energy levels, Queen of Wands, right? So and the Queen of Cups is the one that is is being protected by the other queen so you don't get depleted of your emotional energy. So the queen of the Empress here is the one who is very balanced. And so I think of the Temperance here and doing your self-care. I think that the universe is telling you, look, if you're going to be the Empress, you've got to get it in balance. You can't keep giving everything to everyone. Did I tell you this already? I don't really even remember. But it feels like I keep saying this in readings. So maybe this is a time of self-care because we're in this energy of, we're going to be flipping into Pisces season soon, right? From Aquarius season. And Aquarius is on their own sort of breakaway energy right now. We've got the Hanged Man. Look, we've got more Piscean energy here. So I feel like the Libra and Taurus energy is telling me that you need to get your energy in balance here. And the Hanged Man energy is telling me it is going to be a perspective. I feel like soon you will find the perspective that you need in order to be able to tell everybody, look, the only way I'm going to stay in balance is if I take care of me too, and I can't keep taking care of everyone else around me. Of course, it's different if you have children or elderly parents who depend on you. But I feel like we are talking about people who I feel that don't really pour as much into you as they take out of you, Pisces. That's what I think is going on here. Tell me about this Fool. Tell me about the universe and the Fool, please. Just want to know what's coming up here for you, Pisces. We've got the Seven of Cups. We've got the Hermit energy. And we've got the Moon card. So there it is. I feel like I was saying that to you before, right? That there's all this overly emotional energy, and you're apt to lash out as the Queen of Swords because you're feeling sort of emotionally overwhelmed. But I think when this door opens here, I feel like you take your overwhelm into Hermit energy. And so the Hermit energy, of course, is a place where we go for self-preservation reasons, right? And the Moon energy is here. I'm just going to sit with it. I'm going to sit with it, and I'm going to be quiet in the Moon energy. And you're not going to stay there. You never stay in the Hermit energy, but I feel like this is a place where you have to go to heal. You have to go to look over the reasons why I'm giving everything to everybody and not keeping any for myself. That's a people-pleasing situation, and that is out of balance. That is not where you want to be, right? We've got the Moonchild. Oh, I kind of love that. I felt like I should take one more card. The Moonchild is the person who is balanced. The Moonchild is the one who's learning about the self, learning how to keep their spiritual in balance with the moon, in balance with the earth, in balance with everything else, right? The Moonchild is someone who's very young in their development of their spiritual self. And I feel like this is where you're at, Pisces, that you're just learning this now. It feels like you're learning that you have to say no without giving a people reason why you're saying no. You have to just say, no, I can't do that for you. And that's it. Like, I feel like the Moonchild is the student, right? But the teacher is here. And when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And so I feel like it's time for you to learn some lessons here in order to get your energy balanced into this Empress energy, or you just never get there. I'm telling you, when you get to this place, people sort of get a new respect for you. When you say, no, I can't do that for you, they know you really cannot. It's not that you're trying to put them off. It's just you really cannot. Got the Two of Cups. It's all about self-love, this reading. I think that's what it's all about. It's all about being kind with you, exchanging cups with yourself, I want to say, and working on you. Look at that, self-mastery. Yeah, it's all about the self-mastery here. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Pisces, for coming here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but of course I'll be back. You know why? Because I'm always back. Can't stay away from you. Love you guys. Bye-bye.